People are freaking out after a Pennsylvania school district issued teachers an ineffective tool instead of guns to fight back in the event of an active shooter situation. Will this symbolic weapon stop real bullets or put more lives in danger? Although the Mill Creek Township School District received an overwhelming number of requests from the community to arm at least some teachers in the event of an active shooter situation, the decision has been made to give the district's nearly 500 teachers a piece of sporting goods equipment instead. The new blunt object is being called a symbolic weapon. According to Blue Lives Matter, members of the Mill Creek Township School District have armed teachers with little baseball bats in response to the community's overwhelming demand that at least some teachers be allowed to carry a firearm. The demand for armed teachers comes in the wake of the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, where 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz murdered 17 innocent people. If this sounds like a stupid idea, that's because it is. How on earth does the school district expect teachers to face down an armed attacker with a small baseball bat? Are they going to give them a catcher's helmet too? This move by the school district is pure lunacy. End of joke. According to the Erie Times News, Superintendent William Hall said that teachers will not be expected to confront a gunman with the bats. Oh, well, that's good news. The teachers don't have to swing at bullets with a souvenir bat as part of their job requirements. The bats are more symbolic than anything, Hall said. However, we do want to have one consistent tool to have at somebody's disposal in a classroom in the event they have to fight. In my opinion, the community in Mill Creek Township should immediately recall every member of the deranged school board, including Superintendent Hall, for this idiotic decision. The school district issued approximately 500 teachers a 16-inch bat on Monday, April 9, 2018, during a training session on how to respond to school shootings. Hall said that the school district's Trojan response plan includes more than a lockdown. It's not about just hiding and waiting, he said. There are options, and one of those is to fight. Well, I wonder how Hall himself would feel if he were in a classroom full of terrified innocent kids as bullets came bursting through the door. If he were one of the teachers in his school district, would he then pick up his 16-inch baseball bat and take the shooter to Pound Town? I think not. Liberals never understand one thing about engaging an active shooter, and that is the simple concept that equal or greater force is necessary. Why don't the morons on the Mill Creek Township School District School Board understand that you don't bring a bat to a gunfight? Notably, the Blue Mountain School District in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, started this imbecilic trend in March 2018 by providing each of their district's classrooms with a bucket of river rocks to throw at a gunman in lieu of arming teachers. Echoing Superintendent Hall's idiotic remarks about teachers fighting back with baseball bats was president of the Mill Creek Education Association, John Kakian. He heads up the union which represents the district's teachers. In my opinion, their union dues are being wasted. Kakian said that the baseball bats are to remind teachers that they should fight if they have to do so. It's to make people comfortable with the idea that they can attack and not simply go into hard lockdown and just hide, as we'd been told in our training up to this point, Kakian said. According to Hall, the district ordered 600 baseball bats, some of which will be placed in offices and other areas of school campuses. Monday's in-service training on responding to a school shooting included panel discussions with Mill Creek Police. The small bats cost approximately $1,800, according to Hall. It really was minimal for what we hoped to accomplish, he said. In reality, what they accomplished was giving a false sense of security to teachers and students while promoting the liberal anti-gun agenda. That is liberalism at work in our public school system. Think of how many students will grow up in their schools and hopefully never deal with a school shooter. Those students are being led to believe that their safety was achieved with 16-inch baseball bats. The downside to the pretend world that liberals live in is that even if Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, had been issued 1,000 baseball bats, they wouldn't have stopped Nicola's cruise. I hope that none of these schools in Mill Creek Township, Pennsylvania, ever see an active shooter situation, because their leadership has colossally failed.